Alaji, Alaji, Alaji. Eng Alaji, Alaji. Eng Alaji, 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 Alaji. You pitch it down. Eng Alaji, 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 Alaji. Eng Alaji, 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 Alaji. Eng Alaji.
Alhaji, the international Alhaji, my one and only Alhaji of life and afterlife. Now you be cool. Okay, but maybe people should give way to my original, authentic Obonge Alhaji. Come forward, Alhaji, and mount the podium. You are welcome to our show. And today we have you, Alhaji Kazim Adeoti, on our humble table. I have no intention at all to waste Alhaji's time. So without much yarnings, let us dive right into the story. And if you're new here, hello, we're not going to forget that. If you're new here, you're seeing my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up, drop all your comments down in the comment section, and stay glued. Stay glued, for we have so much more coming your way. Let us dive in. So by now, I believe that we all know the story of our beautiful Edo sister here, Mercy Aigbe, filmmaker and businessman Kazim Adeoti, and his now estranged wife, Funsho Adeoti. I believe we know a thing or two about this, but the story always sits well when we give a little background information. Just a little skeletal information before we dive into the cocoa. See, I do not know what it is with some of these our Nollywood sisters and aunties. Trust me, I don't know. Some of them will spend their youths vibing and diving and jaying, but they will be exploring, gallivanting and living their best life as a socialite. Some will be pursuing career and securing the bag. And by the time they knock 40, 40 something, pushing and eyeing 50, they will now realize that due to their age and where they are, it is no longer possible for them to hook a young boy, a young upcoming boy of 20 something, 30 something, that stage. And next thing they will tell themselves is, we like saying a person husband, we go grab her. Then they will now go and grab the husband of another woman, a woman that was growing and building with her husband while you were jaying, jollificating, vibing and jiving. Hey God, this life no balance. Somebody's husband of tender years, you will now grab him, choke him for here, lock him. He goes nowhere. And you start coming to social media, my treasure, he is my treasure. He Oshe pirates, treasure kill you there. Nollywood aunties, let the husbands breathe. Let the husbands breathe. Don't suffocate them.
Let the poor breathe. Don't suffocate them.
It's all right. So this was just about the case with this elegant, talented actress here, Mercy Aigbe. Mercy first had a daughter with some guy that we do not know, out of wedlock. So she was a single mother living her life, doing her thing, and then she met Larry Gentry, a hotelier, and they got married, and she bore him a son. Back, before we knew it, she left the marriage with Larry, alleging a lot of things. We have done a video on that. I'm going to leave the link in the description box, so if you want to catch up with that, you can do that. But she left her marriage with Larry, and next thing, she had hooked Kazim, and then they became a couple. Just look at this. Don't they look so good together? Oh my God. Owing. I almost called them couple goals until I realized that there is no goal going on here at all. There is a little complication, a big one as a matter of fact. Kazim was already coupled and gold with another woman, his wife of 22 years and mother of his 4 grown-up children, Funsho, Asiwaju, Adeoti. Funsho and their 4 children were based in America, not due to revolting, not due to a unilateral decision by Funsho, It was based on agreement, mutual agreement. You know that talk, it happens a lot. Okay, let's give these children a better life, a better education, a better environment. This person would be with them in the US, raise them, care for them, let the other person be in Nigeria, continuing the business and taking care of home and family and properties and all of that. And they were fine with this arrangement. Funsho would very often visit Nigeria to see her husband and, take care of her home and go back to America, while Adeoti, on the other hand, will frequent America to see his wife and children. And somehow they made it work. Such that just a few years ago in 2021, few months after Kazim took to social media to introduce Mercy as his second wife, during the housewarming of their new mansion that they had built together, Kazim stood up, to shower encomiums, to heap accolades on his wife. Oh my God. He testified publicly that his wife has been his pillar, his strength. If you guys think I'm lying, let me just play the clip a little. Those that understand Yoruba should begin to drop in the comment section what Alhaji is saying about his wife. Watch this.
Life mi ti better sí wàláì tàláì mi ò sásọ ìyàwó mi Ọlọ́run ló fún mi nípa àti ṣe àṣeyọrí nípa ìgbésí ayé mi nílùú òyìnbó Ọlọ́run jẹ́ kó support mi lọ́nà tó pọ̀ gan.
I even went a step further. I know I hear one or two Yoruba, but I had to consult my Yoruba friend. I said, interpret this verbatim for me. Let me read to you guys what Alhaji Kazim was saying about his wife at an event that happened only a few months before Mercy Aigbe was introduced into the picture by him. He said, I thank God that he did not allow me to make a mistake in marrying my wife, because since I met my wife, my life has been better. Oh my God. Wallahi talahi. I don't speak in vain. God used her for my life and progress abroad. She supported me. My life might have turned out worse, but God allowed me to meet her so as to hasten my progress. Oh my gosh. Since that time, we have been blessed in our relationship and we have been blessed with children. This is not the first, second, or third time. This is how Alhaji Kazim takes any opportunity to tell the world the kind of rare gem, the kind of gold, the precious jewel that God gave him in form of a wife. Oh my God, men. Men will stain your white. Men will dip their hand in palm oil, in ewagoin, mix it like this with yama yama and potopoto. Wham! Tagging at your white. You see, I've always been a firm believer of these kinds of marriages, where a woman is there for her man, his pillar, his strength, his backbone, his support system, contribute in the home, help your husband, raise him up, elevate him, harness every skill, potential, everything that God has given to you to the betterment of the family. That is the kind of family structure that I came from, and that is what I believe marriage is about. I do not believe in marriage that a man will be left to do things alone while the woman will be hiding. But some men of these days are making it very hard for me to preach this kind of marriage. In fact, the last time I said this kind of thing in public, Gen Z gather me. The Gen Alphas gather me. They almost beat me. They said, Neze, we just respect you. That's why we are leaving you. The next time you say this build with a man thing, Neze, we deal with you. They were like, Neze, don't you know that these men marry the women that are available? And when they have made it, they will now remarry the woman of their choice, of their dreams. That first one, I just suffer head. They were like, Neze, don't preach this kind of thing again. Or don't add to my anger this afternoon. My dear men, why are you making it hard for me to preach this kind of thing now? So back to the story. We believe that Kazim and Funsho had a good, solid, perfect arrangement, and they were both fine with it. But before we go on, let us share our thoughts down in the comment section about what we feel about these kinds of marriage dynamic and family structure, where wife will be in one country with children, husband will be in a separate country living alone there, and they come together, they visit. What do you think about these kinds of marriages? Because as always, you know that it's not just about giving just about these incidences or these people's lives. We're also here to learn, to discuss, to understand the various perspectives. I personally am not a big fan of these kinds of arrangements. I like to see my mate. Actually, whom I acquire every day. I know one day, one place, make another person day. They chop my pomon, they drag me on this. They chop my shaki, they drag them like this while I'm in another country. No. Actually, I want to see my mate. But on a serious note, I know that it's very possible for the man and the woman to be living together and a lot of shit will still be going down, right? But I still am of the opinion that the likelihood of infiltration, the likelihood of temptation is heightened when the couples are living separately. If we choose to tell ourselves the honest truths, I prefer a physically bonded, harmonious, and cohesive family structure. No absentee. Now, that is my personal belief. And I am not also blind to the fact or oblivious of the fact that sometimes these kinds of arrangements are inevitable, especially in a temporal fashion. But a permanent long-term arrangement, not my thing. So what do you think about this down in the comment section? Do you think it works? Do you think it's risky? Have you experienced it as a man or a woman? And how did you walk around it? What are your experiences? Are you of the opinion that if Asiwaju and her husband Adeoti were together, living together in Nigeria or in the US, Mercy would not have penetrated that marriage? A marriage of 20-something years with 4 children? Or do you believe that who won loss go still loss? If you like, carry am chook am under here. Who won loss? Inkita go still waka. You cannot put a leash on a man or any person at all. Do drop your thoughts down in the comment section. So yes, so that was how Mercy and Kazim went public with their relationship. Not even relationship only, with their marriage. And trust Kazim, oh my God, he knows it like the back of his palm. He knows that when all else fails, pull out the religion or the tradition card. It always works like magic. Just say, I am an African man. I have the right to do that. Or say, I am a Muslim. I can do that. Oh my God. 5 times, they pray like devout Muslim, avoiding alcohol and womanizing everything where Quran say, do, brother, Allah Haji. You attend secular parties, you drink, you fornicate, you do everything against the holy book. Mana, when you want to fulfill your lustful desires, Alaji. I am an African man. I am a Muslim man. So, Alhaji Kazimo, he pulled out the Muslim card immediately. He released a statement, a public service announcement, and he said, "At this point, it is necessary I set the record straight. Oh yes, I have 2 wives. One lives in the US, while the other one lives with me in Nigeria, Oshe Division of Labor. I just got back from America 3 days ago, where I spent quality time with my family, and I tried to mend fences with my first wife, Fancy Bogidia, who is obviously still angry that I married a second wife, a move my religion permits as a Muslim." I thought the Holy Quran said only when you can love the 2 of them or 2 or more of them equally. Can anybody love 2, 3, 4 people exactly the same way, fashion, degree, style, everything? Okay, that is a story for another day. Guys, we're going to continue this video in the next post. So stay glued, and if you see my face for the first time, or if you've been watching without subscribing, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give this video a big thumbs up. Drop all your comments down in the comment section and stay glued because we have so much more coming your way. It's me, your girl, Barrister Neze, and this is Nezeville. I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye.